I think it's fear too, because we've gotten to the place where we're so afraid we're going to do it wrong. We don't want to take a step forward without doing it right.
That's good.
And I feel like I didn't know all the things that could go wrong because I didn't have the Google.
Yeah.
So honestly, I didn't even consider half the scenarios that these moms are considering.
Yeah.
Because I had never heard of them.
Yeah.
So there's a sense of
That's
fear
good.
in that, I don't know, like you have to be okay with messing up, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just think there's so much fear now that we don't want to do our kids wrong. We have to do it perfectly the first time.
Yeah. Moms, we have missed you so much. Welcome back to the Gather Moms podcast. We are here in episode 185 and kicking off a new season. And Rebecca, you are always so good at knowing the name of the season. What is this season called?
I actually know this one. Gather the Experts.
Yes, Gather the Experts. And, experts is such a strong title.
Whatever. I'm an expert at a ton of things.
All right. What are you an expert at?
I'm an expert at showing up for vacations.
Like being present?
Yeah, like I don't need to do anything to plan for it, but I am really good at showing up. You just tell me where to be and I'm there.
You know what? You are a good, along for the party.
Along for the party.
Yes. It's going to be a good time. She may not know what we're doing, when we're doing it.
Which honestly is weird because in every other part of my life, I like to know.
Yeah.
But literally on vacation, I just look at Greg and go, just tell me what's next.
Yeah.
I don't even need to know what's tomorrow. Just tell me what's next right now.
That's amazing. I think I'm an expert at finding curbs with my car. Really good. Really
Which
good.
I think you're an expert at speeding because I know you have to drive fast because you're sometimes late places, but I would never take you as a curb girl.
First of all, I would never be late. But no, you could put that in the expert column. I am an expert at I can nail 5 to 10 minutes late pretty consistently.
Oh, pretty consistently. Yeah, girl. Okay, I'm an expert at piles.
Oh, okay. You know what? Tell the people about your piles because
I'm just really good at it.
Yeah. It looks like chaos. It makes me twitch.
I have them in my teaching stuff too, because every time I would go into a new classroom last year, my teacher friends would be like, what is happening? And be like, it's in there. I know exactly where it is in the pile because I know the pile.
Yeah.
But I just am not always ready to file or throw away.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just too lazy to do that as well. But I know where it is in the pile.
So my first introduction to this was when, because we started out doing girls ministry together. You were the girls minister at our church.
My office was terrible.
I came to your office and you were like, no, I have it. And I was like, absolutely not. What are we doing? But then I was amazed because you went right to the pile.
Yes.
You knew exactly where the thing was in the pile.
Yes.
Yeah, you nailed it.
So this year in teaching, I'm getting my very own classroom for the first time. I wonder if I will be more organized or if I will still have piles. What do you say?
You're still going to have piles. It's how your brain works. Your brain is piles.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
So
it is.
Just leave them in the piles. Just live your life. You've made it this far, friend. I wouldn't be trying to unpile your brain.
Well, and I married an unpiler.
Okay.
Because he does not like piles. But I feel like we found common ground. So I think we're okay.
Okay.
We're going to make it.
I feel like, and this is going to be a strong claim, but I'm going to just come out here with it. I feel like this summer, I grew my expertise in being not cringe in groups of teens.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So my 2 oldest kids are now fully teenagers.
Yes.
So the oldest kid has this garage band.
Which is awesome.
Which is hilarious.
I mean, literally, it feels like a sitcom show that I watched on TV growing up. It's an actual garage band. It's awesome.
No, I'm firmly in my Lorelai Gilmore era.
Yes.
These kids are out here doing this band. But he even said to me the other day, he was like, Mom, you guys are the coolest parents. No one else would let us do this. And I'm like, okay, worth it. I don't know how my neighbors feel about it. I probably need to have a conversation with them.
Listen, everybody's got their dog and they bark at all hours of the night. So I think garage bands are totally Okay.
Great point.
Yes.
Okay. So between the garage band and then my middle kiddo, who she is very social. So we're taking them all to go play pickleball, or they're all coming over here to have a game night, or they're, so between the two of them, we're mixing it up with these kids a lot. And I have my key phrase that I have learned with these children. Okay, first of all you need to do, all they really want from you is to drive them and pay for them.
I was about to say, you got to throw the pay part because they always expecting a Sonic or a Starbucks but then you love Starbucks. So you're like, well, I'm getting myself one. I might as well get you one.
Roll it through. Let's roll it through. The danger of the Tap app, because it's like, I never saw the money. It maybe came in and went out. I have no idea.
My husband has alerts set up on his phone. Every time I spend money, he gets an alert. He knows exactly what I've just done. I can hide
every
nothing.
time.
Every time.
Absolutely not.
Has it changed my spending habits? No, but there is somebody watching.
But okay, that would just have to go both ways in my house, because I came home, I was on a work trip and I came home and there were all these Amazon packages. And to my husband, I'm like, what have you been doing? And he's like, well, things happened,
I give that man some time alone and he is going to buy him some stuff.
Yes. Okay, so teens, they need you to drive, they need you to pay.
Yes.
And then the go-to move is just nonchalance. Don't ever get chalant. You just stay nonchalant. So they come in the kitchen and they want to talk to you. Great. We're here. Cool. We'll talk to you. If they walk by you, you've taken them to a place, you've paid for their entry, you're sitting there so that there's an adult present. They walk by you, pretend you don't exist.
My feelings aren't hurt. That's right.
We're nonchalant.
Yeah. Do what you need.
They are doing something fun and they look over and they're like, do you want to do this with us? And your instinct is going to be like, oh, you picked me?
Yeah, that's what I would do. You want
to hang out with me? You think I'm fun? No, don't do it. Nonchalant. We are nonchalant.
I'm not winning that
And that's how you ride the wave of teen groups, is nonchalant.
That's hilarious.
That was my big learning from this summer.
Okay, so I have one too, and I think that mine is going to assist many a person listening to our podcast today.
Wow.
Okay.
Bring it.
Because my husband knows how much money I spend. I spent way too much money last year on preschool Starbucks runs because I felt like I deserved a coffee in order to teach for a day. I know, but I didn't deserve as many as I got. So my goal,
a day per day? Come on.
I feel like that's a lot.
A day. Friend, you're out here in these streets with these kids.
I feel like it's a lot. So my whole goal was to figure out a more cost-efficient way to enjoy iced coffees. Okay. I found it.
What is it?
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Y'all are all waiting with bated breath to hear what it is. So on my Instagram feed, I kept seeing these ads for this Nespresso blonde roast.
Yeah.
That you buy in the grocery store. It has a gold lid.
Okay.
So if you put that in water, it's just a little water too. It's like 2 ounces of water. It's very little. You mix it up. Then you add your ice and your 2% milk and a splash of vanilla. I mean, it's about as close to a Starbucks iced coffee as I can get. And it is so cheap.
Really?
I can have multiple a day. Like I can take that whole little espresso container to school with me and I can have multiple coffees a day.
Okay.
So I'm so excited. I'm going to be a more efficiently caffeinated teacher this year.
Wow. Well, that big props. I also just need you to know that I'm the friend that's always going to be like, just spend it.
I know, but I just feel like I'm supposed to be doing a better job with saving coins.
Good stewards, whatevs. Okay. So I think that's great. I buy that Stoke cold brew, and then
so I tried that.
Yeah, what'd you think?
But that's iced coffee. I don't think I'm an iced. I think coffee is not as potent.
So you don't want it iced. You were buying like a regular coffee,
like espresso, right? Okay. A latte is espresso.
Yeah, but hot.
No, cold. Okay, my go-to drink is an iced caramel latte or iced vanilla latte from Starbucks or Dutch Bros. And that's made with espresso. And every time I would try iced coffee
Oh,
or
I
something
see.
from the grocery store, it
Okay.
would just taste different to
Nuance.
me. There was a
Nuance.
nuance,
I
right?
got it, girl. Okay.
So for some reason, I feel like I don't like the coffee flavor. I only like the espresso flavor.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, I'm so proud of you for dialing that in.
So listen, let's check back at Christmas
Uh-huh.
and see if I have maintained my cost saving
Great.
homemade espressos.
I think something I could grow my expertise in is being a better expert of knowing how much caffeine my body can actually handle.
Oh, you have it all day. What are you talking about?
Well,
You're trying to limit?
mm-hmm. Yes. So this drink I'm drinking right now is 2/3 decaf. It's just a
You
third.
order.
Yes, girl.
Listen, y'all, and I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else, but I don't have any other venti friends, but Kate is a venti friend. She always gets a venti.
I just want to be sipping on something.
I was so scared to order a venti. I was like, that could like send me to the moon. But now I get it. It's not a full caffeinated venti.
It's 1/3 calf, 2/3 decaf Americano.
How do they know to do that? Do they have like little lines on the cup that they measure?
They have, you know how they put the little espresso dropper?
Yeah.
They have decaf espresso beans.
Okay.
And calf espresso beans.
Okay.
And so that's how they're doing it.
I feel like that's a real talent.
I could probably run a full decaf. But like I get myself into trouble because I'm like, you know, I go to my favorite coffee shop. I really like their cold brew. I've actually had to start asking them to add cold water so it's not so strong.
Listen.
So I'm really out here, but I struggle with my level of caffeine because I'll come home at the end of the day and I'm like a rageosaurus because I'm all, you know, up. I'm overstimulated.
Like, yes.
Where's dinner? You know, and yeah.
No, so I just need it in the morning. In the morning and then right after lunch, and then I'm good for the rest of the day.
What do you feel like you need to grow your expertise in? Or do you have this whole thing figured out? You got the whole thing, life, lockdown, expert status on all of it.
No, because I feel like I'm in the end of the era of I could be free and now I can't be free anymore because everybody's going back to school and work and things. And so my piles, and I'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do better with like being on it. It's gonna take me a couple weeks to settle in. So I told Greg, I'm not cooking, I'm not shopping, I'm only sleeping and going to work for the first 2 weeks. So y'all are on your own.
I'm so proud of you. That's huge.
That's all I'm responsible
Teachers
for.
everywhere. This is what you say to the people in your family.
Yes.
The first 2 weeks, all I am doing is
out.
My job and sleeping.
Yes.
That is so clutch. That may be the one thing that people needed to hear the most today. I feel like I tried to kind of, you know, we had those conversations with you.
Oh, I had no idea.
Going into it?
No, I was wide-eyed. This is going to be so fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm better now.
Okay.
I'm better. Yeah.
No, I tried to tell you. And I wonder, I think Jeremy even tried to say, like, I would be asleep by 5:00 the first week of school.
Oh, yes. I plan on that.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's tough, man.
Yeah, girl.
It's a tough start.
Well, I don't even remember what it was like last year. So I feel like
holidays.
I feel like it's pregnancy. I'm starting all over again.
No, you're going to start hitting your stride. I can't wait. October? To hear. Yes. And you have your own room. You're not going to be pushing that cart around anymore.
It's going to be amazing.
Okay, so expert, as you know, what we're talking about this season. You know, you guys have heard from us for almost 200 episodes.
I'm so sorry if you're tired.
We've shared everything we know.
All our stories, all our life lessons.
So this season, we want to gather the experts, and really expert that is strong, but it's basically people that know more than we do on a topic. And so, you know, we've handpicked and selected people that we have admired, listened to their wisdom for years, and just really kindly asked them if they would be guests on here. And they all said yes.
It's going to be amazing.
It's a really great season. You're going to love it. And so we're so glad that we get to share their expert wisdom with you. One of the things that I think you and I should probably be experts on at this point in our relationship, because we've been friends for how long? I can tell you the number of years, but I can mark a kid by it. So, you know, if you can mark a kid by something.
I mean, it's when Caleb was 1 or 6 months or something. What is he now, 18? Dang it.
Yeah.
17 years?
Yep, 17
joking?
years. Yeah.
2005?
Yeah, we've been friends for 17 years. Yeah.
Wait, 2000, let's like 2008 maybe. Okay. God, we're old.
Yeah. He was born in 07. So,
Okay. Oh my gosh.
yeah, we've been friends for 17 years.
That was a long time.
I know. And this is our 185th podcast together. So I told Rebecca, when we're talking about being experts, we should ideally be experts on each other at this point.
Yeah, but she's asking the girl that can't remember stuff. I feel like
Well,
you're
I
putting
know,
me in
but
the-
I think you may have given me some hard-hitting questions. Okay,
Oh,
so
I did.
So here, okay, did you? Okay,
Yeah,
so,
girl.
So here's what we're about to do.
Yes.
What we each did is we came up with a list of questions. I have 5 questions I'm going to ask Rebecca that I feel like she should know about me,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to ask me 5 questions that she thinks that I should know about her. Okay, mine. I have like bonuses on mine. Did you do any bonuses?
No, but I have a little interesting fact.
Okay, all right. Do you want to go first?
Yes.
Okay, ask me your questions. I'm
Okay.
ready. I feel kind of sweat. This is making me a little sweaty.
Good. I want you to
I
sweat.
want to be a good friend.
You always make me sweaty. I'm about to make you sweaty.
Okay.
Okay. I think you're going to get some of these pretty easy. So we'll see. Number 1, what major health condition caused me to wait 5 years before having my first child?
Endometriosis.
Okay.
But can we talk about the fact that, like, you might have told me that at some point before, but it was like on the last season of the podcast that fully clicked.
I unearthed the stories. I don't know. Like, yeah. I mean, it was a big deal.
Yeah, but I didn't know that full story. Okay.
So maybe I'm more
1 for 1.
kept with my secrets. Okay. Why did I choose the name Jacob for my son?
Because you wanted it to sound good with the announcer at the football stadium.
Yes, that's it. Okay. What recent driving incident proved I'm not winning any driving awards?
Oh, no. Recent driving incident.
Recent is a strong word. Like within the last couple years.
I mean, you've backed into your garage.
Okay, that was like 10 years ago.
See?
So that's not quite as recent.
Did I go way
There's a bigger
back?
recent.
Okay, all I can think of, I remember you back in the garage. I remember the time you got stuck in the mud.
Yes.
Trying to deliver food to a friend.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's not it.
I
forgot
remember
about that one.
I remember the person that hit your car when it was parked on the road.
Yes. Yes, not that one.
What did you do to your own car? You did this?
Yes. Yes, I did. In fact, it's still on my car because I have not fixed it.
Girl, I don't know.
I sideswiped a mailbox. I sideswiped a mailbox in the dark, heading somewhere. Then forgot that I sideswiped the mailbox until the next morning when Greg went out.
Was it your own mailbox?
No, it was somebody else's. And so I did drive by that mailbox a couple days later, and it was still standing. So the mailbox ended up fine. But my passenger mirror,
Okay, that's what was coming to mind was something with
Yes.
your passenger mirror, but I couldn't
still
remember.
broken.
Okay.
but I don't want to fix it because it's my fault. So I want to wait for somebody else to sideswipe me.
Girl, that's
And
a great
then
yes, ma'am.
It's free because their insurance
Yes,
pays
run
for
that
it.
play. Absolutely.
Okay, but it's been 2 years and nobody's sideswiped me yet.
2
so-
years?
Yeah.
I came up with 4 other incidents.
Yes. Yes.
All right, what's the
Okay.
next one?
Number 4. When I was a child, I had a huge fear of this and would not go in my backyard pool alone because of it.
Drowning?
And remember, it's Steve and Judy, so it wasn't an in-ground pool; it was an above-ground pool.
You were afraid of okay, I mean, have you told me this before?
I think so.
You have never told me about this.
I think I have.
You thought there were goblins in the pool.
No.
You thought it would bust open
No.
and you thought you would drown.
No.
You thought people would be watching you.
No.
What?
Jaws. I thought Jaws lived in my backyard pool. Yes, I was convinced that in my little 4-foot above ground pool, Jaws lived there and I would not go in it alone because I was very afraid I was going to be eaten, even though logically I knew he could not live in fresh water.
Okay.
So here's what's so interesting. We went to Disney this summer, Disneyland,
Uh-huh.
and we got to go to Universal. And
Uh-huh.
at Universal, you get to do the backlot tour,
Ooh.
and Jaws is there.
Okay.
And they do the whole Jaws reenactment. It's the 75th anniversary of Jaws this year. Did you know that?
Wait a minute. That movie's been out for 75 years?
75 years.
How? That math does not math. Are
No,
you
I'm
sure?
100% sure. Maybe
That would,
it's not
it would have had to
75.
come out in 1950.
50? Is it 50 years?
Bro, there is no way that Jaws has been out for 75 years.
Dang it, I just looked this
They
up
were still
before we
doing like black and white
came.
movies 75 years ago.
1975. 50 years.
Okay, 50 years.
Okay, 50 years. Okay, it's the 50th anniversary. So anyway, it was this big deal when we went to Universal because it was the 50th anniversary of Jaws. And it was very iconic for me because I remember distinctly watching this movie as a child, and it literally, I have nightmares. Like, still to this day, when I go to the ocean, I'm deathly afraid of Jaws.
That's crazy. You
It
still
was-
are.
Still are. Like, this shark messed me up.
Wow.
Okay.
I never saw Jaws. I didn't. Because I looked at it and I was like, objectively, that looks scary. I'm not going to watch it. I'm shocked your parents let you see that movie.
I know. I'm kind of shocked they did too.
They
I
were
wonder if it just
probably
came on TV.
They were probably trying to scare you good, like so that you would make good choices.
Okay, but listen, while we were there, they were doing all these like interesting facts about Jaws because of it being its anniversary. And this is what I found so fascinating.
You got facts on that page?
I got facts. Okay, listen. So, when Steven Spielberg was testing the mechanical shark, he tested it in fresh water and it worked perfectly. Well, when they went out to the ocean and it got in the salt water, it messed up so bad that the actual Jaws movie only has 4 total minutes of the shark. Because that's all the clips.
Because it got rusty.
Because it got rusty.
Okay.
So the rest of the movie, he had to come up with other ways to create suspense without showing the shark. That's why that music is so iconic.
So it is interesting because I know we have moms that listen. They're like, I've never seen Jaws.
That I just don't know anybody else that hasn't seen Jaws, Kate. I think you're the only one.
Okay, but you know we still do this in the pool where like you put the little shark thing on your head and you go dun it. Yeah.
Yes. It's like one of those things that you're like, no matter where you are, if somebody does that music, maybe even if you haven't seen Jaws, you just know.
Yeah.
It's a shark.
Do you know what I'm afraid of in freshwater?
Tell me.
A dead body.
You actually think a dead body is going to pop up in fresh water?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I just know people die in lakes. You know, people make bad choices or something tragic happens.
And you're afraid they're still in there waiting for you to take a swim?
Can you imagine if you're, out boating and then you like jump out to get in the water or whatever, and all of a sudden you get like rubbed and you look over and it's somebody's.
Listen, but that would get me on Good Morning America because then I would have discovered a dead body. So I don't know. That might actually be a win for me. I think.
Okay. To be fair, I need you to know that my questions for you, number 1, are easier.
Wait, I'm not done. I got one more.
And number 2, these are so obscure, and I don't know that you've ever even told me some of this information.
You said to come up with 5 trivia questions about me. This is what I got. Last one.
Run the 5th.
Okay, if you're making me dinner, what's the one ingredient you cannot include? Cheese, mushrooms, garlic, or tomatoes?
Mushrooms?
Yes!
Yeah.
I hate mushrooms.
Yeah.
And you like them.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like in love with them, but I don't.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Okay, well, you got 4 out of the 5.
No, I think I only got 3, buddy. I missed.
You missed the pool and the mailbox.
Yes.
Okay, 3 out of the 5.
Mailbox feels fair. I feel like I should have probably gotten that one. Although I did bring up 3 other incidents.
You did, and I had forgotten one of them, so that just goes to prove how much I actually remember.
Okay, mine are so much easier. Like, beyond. You're going to crush this. What is my full name?
Veronica Kate Henderson.
But maiden name?
Kraus.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay. What is my go-to coffee order? Not the one we just talked about. What's my normal coffee order?
I thought it was an Americano.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it's a latte because
Nope.
you don't like cream and stuff. You're just like straight black with like a shot of cream. Iced coffee, shot of cream?
Very close. Cold brew with cream.
Cold brew. What's the difference between cold brew and iced coffee?
Cold brew is like, it's got a little more to it. So it's like they cold brew it. So there's like a sleeve that the water sits in and then it
But still coffee
seeps.
beans.
Yeah.
Okay. Still coffee beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's cold brew.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll give you that.
Half.
Okay. So I was born in, went to church in, and got married in the same town. What was it?
Okay, so you went to school in Bryan College Station, but I don't think you were born there. Because you said you had to fly a pastor. No, maybe you had to fly the pastor from your hometown to Bryan College Station where you got married. So it's got to be really close to Bryan College Station. Well, you had a lake because you went sailing a lot. So it's got to be someplace by water.
Okay, but wait, you're saying it all as one word. These are two separate towns. What town did I grow up in?
Bryan.
No, bro.
College Station.
Okay,
My grandparents lived in Bryan.
they're very
So
different.
they're very different.
Anybody from that area, you cannot use them interchangeably.
Oh, you can't?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
College Station it is. Gig 'em.
Okay. So, I mean, I wasn't trying to lead you wrong there, but so I grew up in College Station, but I was born in Bryan.
Oh.
I went to church in Bryan, and then I was married in Bryan.
What if you like met my grandparents when you were growing up but didn't know it? Like you ran into my grandma in the grocery store. You could
encountered many kind ladies in my youth,
You could
and I
have.
bet she
You
was
legitimately.
one of them.
That would be amazing.
But good on you for remembering. So my youth pastor
Yes.
at First Baptist Bryan, he was the one Jeremy and I met. Jeremy was serving in the youth group. I was in the youth group. CV was like a second dad to me. But then when we were ready to get married, CV was pastoring in Abilene.
Okay, that's it.
His daughter was graduating the night before our wedding. He had a friend that owned a private plane. We chartered the plane so that he could be at the wedding.
They legit flew in the pastor.
We did.
That's a big deal.
We did. It was kind of a non-negotiable for me. I really wanted him to be there.
That's a big deal.
All right. See, this is too easy. Okay, you have to get the bonus on this.
Okay.
All right. What is the water hobby I've been doing since I was little?
Sailing.
And what is my boat's name?
Dang it.
Okay, I'm going to give you a second. So, do you know how old I was when my dad gave me that boat?
No.
I was 15 when my dad gave me this little boat I have. It's a Hobie Holder 12.
Yes.
And he named it the...
Atta girl.
No, but that's amazing. It's the Katie did.
The Katie did. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I would not have gotten that one though unless you had helped me. Yeah.
All right. Last one, and you know this one. This is too easy. I should have gone harder on these. What is the name of the first book I ever wrote?
The first one, 15.
Yes.
Yes.
That I wouldn't have written without you.
Listen, girls' ministries in our blood.
Yes.
Teenagers.
I actually still get Amazon royalty checks for the Freshman 15. I don't know how people find it.
That is amazing.
The cover is chevron because that's what was cool
what was in style
in the 2010s.
Yes. Yes.
But here we are.
I think that's amazing. That's why you put things on Amazon. They live forever.
Forever. And you just never know.
Forever.
I mean, it's not, listen, don't get it twisted. We're going to go buy a couple Starbucks drinks with the royalty check, but.
Well, if you're getting a venti, you're going to need some royalty. So good for her for getting those little checks. Yes.
Okay. I feel like we're pretty close to experts in each other.
I mean, for sure.
I feel pretty good about that.
Yes.
And you know, the thing is with Gather the Experts, moms are supposed to be experts in everything, right? We're counselors at heartbreaks. We're the expert at chocolate chip cookie baker. Do you have a go-to chocolate chip cookie recipe?
I can't have them anymore.
Okay,
I don't care. I don't care about you chocolate chip cookie people. No.
Days.
No.
Do you still make banana bread for your family even though you can't have it?
No.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, I'm 2 years into this ordeal and I'm out on the rest of you people. Because when we went to Disneyland this summer and I could not have a Mickey pretzel, it was terrible.
Ooh, that hurt you a little bit?
It was terrible. Wait, are you going to ask us what moms have to be experts at, though? Because I have one.
What else?
You know when your daughter gets a knot in her necklace? Moms are the only ones that can get the knots out of the necklaces. Or knots out of anything, really. Even shoelaces. I feel like we are the ones that have to have the right fingernail to get the knot
I think
out.
I've lost patience for that.
Yeah, I'm still doing it.
No, I think I've lost patience for that. My sister did it for Caroline last time we were with her because I was like, I can't, I just don't.
I feel a sense of accomplishment once I've gotten the knot out.
I think we have to be expert rash detectors. Like, is this a rash from you were sensitive to like a detergent? Is this a rash because you had a virus and now you have a rash? Is this a rash because you got bit by something? Is this a rash?
It's funny you bring that up because after we returned from our summer vacation, one of my children had some red bumps, bed bugs.
Again?
Again.
Your family, nobody gets bed bugs. This is y'all's second
I
run.
didn't think it was still a thing, but it is apparently still a thing.
Is it the same kid?
Same kid. I think they're just susceptible to it. They must just have something in their bloodstream that
Did anybody
attracts
else
them.
get it?
Nope, nobody. Nobody.
Sis,
Just that kid.
gives me
Which,
the oogies.
Greg did some research. You can get them from movie seats,
Okay.
airplane seats.
Okay.
It's not a bed thing.
Okay.
So we think you have to sleep in
Yeah,
a hotel bed, but you can actually get them from any place.
Okay.
Which makes it a little more common in the sense that we rode on an airplane,
Yeah,
we went
yeah.
to the movies, we had a hotel.
Yeah.
So,
But you have to be experts in these medical things that you don't know. I mean, you get better at it over time.
you do get better at it.
But
we were like, oh, we know that
yeah,
one.
exactly.
Yeah, we do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
do.
it's a bite and you're like, I know what that one is, you know? Like the
Yes.
first time my kid got strep, I didn't know what it was, you know, man, by the third time and the third kid, you don't even have to go to the doctor. You're
Yes.
like, and if that test comes back that it's not strep, you're like, just
Whatever.
wait, I'll be back here in 24 hours and that thing's going to
Just
pop
give us the
positive.
meds.
Just
Come
give
on.
us the antibiotics,
Mhm.
you know?
Yes.
We are experts in getting stains out of stuff.
I'm struggling. I feel like I've hit a few stains lately that have not come out.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I feel like that's one of my
Oh, see, that's your go-to.
Yeah.
Give me the knots and you take the stains.
Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like Dawn is the underrated champion
Okay, I
of
need
stains.
to try that. I need to try that on.
Nobody's hitting the Dawn enough. You want to go to these fancy products. Listen, if Dawn can get oil out of a duck's fur,
I'm going
then
to try it.
Dawn can get the stuff out of your stuff.
Okay, I got one right now. I'm about to go home and put some Dawn on it.
Great.
Doesn't matter what color Dawn. You know how they always say blue Dawn works the best?
I'm only rolling blue Dawn, but do you?
Okay. I got blue.
But even though we're supposed to be the expert in everything, I think so often we feel out of our depth and we have this pressure like we're supposed to know it all. And what I'm seeing happen more and more with young moms is this feeling like they don't have the answer and they get so overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they don't know what to do, where are they going?
Google.
The internet.
Yes.
And so moms
We did not have that when we were young moms. We had a book. I had a book. I didn't Google anything as a young mom.
Really?
No, I just went to the book.
It's weird the delta that sometimes is between your motherhood and mine, even though we're not very many years apart.
No, but
But I was going to the internet. I remember researching because we were trying to like budget for a kid, and I'm researching all these like threads about this is how much it's going to cost and blah blah blah.
I never thought once about how much a child would cost. Not once.
But see, these are things like we're not supposed to have all this information at our fingertips.
I agree.
You know, like the way God created it, it was like with him and a community of people.
Yeah.
There's so many opinions that we get overwhelmed. I was at my favorite coffee shop and these precious little moms, both in strollers, you know, had babies in strollers and then had little toddlers. This new mama was just talking about how she can't even, what I heard her say essentially was, I can't even find my voice. I can't figure out I can't even hear my God-given instinct on how to care for this child because I have all these voices in my head of like, this is how you sleep train, or you let them naturally just sleep when they want, or you use this method. You know, they can't even, and in every area of motherhood, I think we can fall into that where we can't even hear the wisdom that God has given us because we have all of these other things, all these other voices speaking in.
I think it's fear too, because we've gotten to the place where we're so afraid we're going to do it wrong. We don't want to take a step forward without doing it right.
That's good.
And I feel like I didn't know all the things that could go wrong because I didn't have the Google.
Yeah.
So honestly, I didn't even consider half the scenarios that these moms are considering.
Yeah.
Because I had never heard of them.
Yeah.
So there's a sense of
That's
fear in that, I don't know, like you have to be okay with messing up, I guess.
Yeah.
And I just think there's so much fear now that we don't want to do our kids wrong. We have to do it perfectly the first time.
Yeah. No, and that's parenting is trial and error, you know, and you
You get really good by the last kid, y'all. I mean, that's why you should keep having kids.
Yeah.
Because by that last kid, you're like, score.
Well, and you just can't know everything all the time. We were never meant to. And that's part of what keeps us reliant on God, you know? We have to be better about realizing that we're not experts and going to the expert, and that when we need wisdom, that we would go to God. James 1:5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, he should ask God, who gives to all generously and ungrudgingly, and it will be given to him. So it's interesting because the ESV says ungrudgingly, but other translations say that he gives generously without finding fault or without rebuke or reproach. This is just kind of like off the cuff, but why do you think he might have said that? Like, why does it matter that God's not just going to give wisdom, but he's going to give it without you getting like a talking to about it, or getting a rebuke?
Well, I think just like the dark side of that is that sometimes you feel like people don't deserve wisdom based on their choices or how they got to where they are. And I think that's our human way of like ranking ourselves and like, well, I tried really hard, so I should get more wisdom versus the person that didn't try as hard.
Yeah.
And I just don't think God sees us that way.
Yeah.
He's like, look, if you want to know the right answer, just ask me and I'm going to give it to you. Which honestly feels a little bit like motherhood. You know, you want your kids to succeed.
Yeah.
So when they do ask for your help, I'm not going to like lead them astray.
That's a great point.
I really want them to succeed.
Yeah.
And honestly, my kids, which we just went on family vacations this summer, they like to compare themselves and almost rank
to each other.
Yes, how they fit in the family. And they pick up on each other's idiosyncrasies and then they make fun of them. And so I do think as a kid, you're sometimes like, well, why did you help him? He doesn't deserve the help, you know? But as a mom, you want all your kids to succeed equally. So it doesn't matter what you did yesterday or even right before this moment. If you ask for help, I want to give it to you.
Yeah, no, that's great. And when we do need help, you know, I just think that we forget that we have access to the perfect parent, our Heavenly Father. He created the idea of family. He is the good father. And I just want to challenge us, I think, as moms to remember this and to parent differently than those who don't have God.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I don't know if you remember this, but when you and I were doing girls ministry together, we did this series for them on like tech and stuff. And we created this little logo and we printed a label to put on their phones. And it said, go to the throne before the phone.
Yes. We might need to print those again.
Because I just think there's power in, you know, us remembering to go to him first instead of it being our last resort.
Right.
That we would remember that we have a very good father, the perfect father.
Right.
He knows what we need in parenting. He has all the wisdom we need. Why in the world would we settle for Google and Reddit threads and Instagram when we have access to perfection and the one who holds all the answers? I think about Romans 8:26-27 that says this. Likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groans too deep for words. And he who searches hearts knows what is the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for the saints according to the will of God. There are things where we just don't know the answer to. But, you know, not only do we have a perfect Father, the scripture also mentions that we can approach the throne of grace with confidence because Jesus knows everything that we've been through.
Right.
And then here we're told that the Holy Spirit knows what to pray for our kids even when we don't. He knows how to pray for your kiddo that's having anxiety about going back to school. He knows how to pray for your daughter that's having a hard time finding friendships. He knows how to pray for your teen that's starting to drive. Like even in those moments when you don't know what to pray for, if you will ask the Holy Spirit to pray on your behalf, what an incredible gift that we don't tap into. We are so foolish to be scrolling for answers when we have the divine at our fingertips waiting to intercede for us.
Well, scripture tells us that Jesus sits at the right hand of the Father constantly interceding for us.
Yeah.
I think we forget that Jesus is there on our behalf too. That I just feel like sometimes we think we have to like work a little extra hard or fail a couple times before he's willing to like make it right for us. And I just don't think that's the case. I think he honestly wants us to have the very best from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like we as humans have to go through hard times sometimes because we're not good listeners. But honestly, our Father is not like wishing that upon us. He wants the very best for us. And he wants the very best for our kids too. And so I don't know, sometimes as a mom, I do think my kids have to like struggle a little bit before they get it. I'm like, listen, if you want to play that card out, then let's see what happens. But I just never think that God is in heaven thinking that about his children. I think he is always wanting the very best. And because we can't even comprehend what the best is, even when I pray for my kids, I'm almost praying too little.
That's great. Yes, that's great. Because it made me think, like when I was thinking through this scripture, I was thinking, am I asking the Holy Spirit? Do I just sometimes stop and rest and ask the Holy Spirit to reveal to me, what do I need to be praying for this
Mm-hmm.
child?
Mm-hmm.
You know, what in what ways do I need to be interceding that I can't even see, but
Yeah.
that you can see?
Right.
And when we do that, when we ask God for help and guidance, that is prayer. That's what we're doing is prayer. And we want to tell you guys about as we start this new school year, that's why we are kicking off our school prayers in September on Gather Moms Patreon, because we really believe that that is the power that your children need. You don't have the expert advice to navigate every situation that they're going to encounter this school year, but your God does.
Yes.
And what we will be doing throughout the month of September is praying for the things that your child needs most. We'll be praying for their friendships. We'll be praying for their safety in school. We'll be praying for their teachers. We'll be praying for your administration. We'll be praying as they stand up for their faith. We have really considered, what are the things that we need to be praying for our children? And let's bring those to the expert.
Yep.
Let's let the Holy Spirit intervene for us. Let's ask Jesus to intercede for us on behalf of our children. And so we would love for you guys to join us. If you would like to do that, we're going to kick things off on September 1st. So just download the Patreon app, search for Gather Moms, and you can support us at any level, and you'll get access to those daily prayers. They're about 3 to 5 minutes, and we send them to you in the morning. You'll get emailed, or you just however you set your notifications, you can get a text. You can actually add it to your podcast thread so that it comes up every morning. But we just lead you through a guided prayer time, and so you're intentionally covering various aspects of your child's school year in prayer. So we would just really love for you to join us to do that.
I think too, when you start the year with these prayers ahead of time, it actually equips you to be praying more intentionally throughout the year. Because so often as moms, we are just running so hard to get to the next thing that I look back and go, oh my gosh, I wish I had done that. So really, we hope this is a way for you as moms to feel like, listen, you have a lot on your plate getting those babies back into school. And so we're going to help you by going ahead of you and preparing these for you. And that way, even as you're going throughout your day and your week and throughout the whole year, you're going to have these ideas in your head to keep praying for your kids.
Yeah, that's great. Moms, we love you. Whether you're an expert in the perfect iced coffee or an expert in folding fitted sheets, which, by the way, if that's you, you get an award for that. I'm okay at it, but I'm not great. Just remember to rely on the expert parent who wants to give you the wisdom that you need so badly. And stick with us as we gather experts that are going to bring us so much great wisdom this season. We love you, moms.